So, Gio, what do you want to do with your life?
Why is it so hard for you to ask for help? Are you too proud or too scared? Asking for help is cringe. Even accepting help is cringe. Great. And because it's cringe, you miss out on job opportunities, life skills, and important connections. If you're resisting getting help from others, you're resisting all those things. It's probably one of the big reasons that you're lost in place. Gio is 25, and he's struggling to figure out who he is or how he will earn a living in this world. He's quietly scared to death as he watches the months roll by, and he's making no progress in getting his life together. He has 100 questions rolling around in his head about how things work and what jobs might be a fit for him, and how to connect with those jobs, and how benefits work, and lots of other things. He's embarrassed and paralyzed by how much he doesn't know. Now, Gio isn't alone in this world. He has cousins, aunts, uncles, and family friends who are doing interesting things. His parents know lots of people. He serves drinks to regulars at the bar who all know him by name. Now, Gio isn't afraid to talk to people. It just seems weird that he would have conversations with them about the things he's trying to figure out. But pretty much all these people like Gio, and they'd be happy to talk to him about the things that are on his mind.
We're hiring at my office. I could introduce you to someone. Benefits are simple. I can explain. What do you think?
Sometimes they offer to help him in one way or another. But Gio never accepts their help, and he certainly doesn't ask for it. Why is that? There's actually a bunch of reasons why Gio, or you, might struggle to accept help. Let's break it down. People don't ask for help because they don't want to let down the facade of capability and confidence that we all want to project, especially in a culture where social media normalizes stories about how capable and happy everyone else seems to be. They don't want to expose how much they don't know. People fear that they will embarrass themselves when they reveal how ignorant, unprepared, incapable, scared to death, or pathetic they feel. They don't want to reveal their true emotions, things like nervousness, sadness, fear, inadequacy, shame, and a lack of confidence, or maybe even mental or emotional health challenges they might be having. They don't want to be rejected or be a burden to others. When you ask for help, you're opening yourself up to the possibility that the other person will say no, or even worse, that the other person will say yes, even though you both know they really don't want to do it. Asking for help can feel like a real gamble. They don't want to come face to face with things they already know they should be doing, but when someone else says these things out loud, they're kind of on the hook to do it or explain why they aren't. Sometimes the more successful a person is, the harder it is to talk to them. Gio's father's friend Anthony is the president of the biggest bank in the city, and he has thousands of connections on LinkedIn. Gio finds this guy super intimidating, and he feels like his struggles are too small for this busy executive. Anthony scares the shit out of Gio. Even though they barely ever said hi, Anthony makes Gio feel like a loser, like a kid who doesn't know anything about how the real world works. It's a shame Gio feels that way, because Anthony would actually be really happy to help Gio if only he would ask. Let's look at what you could gain if you could start asking for help. Ideas on what kind of work could be a good fit for you. Connections with employers and job opportunities. Guidance on how to manage your adult life, things like money, budgeting, or insurance. Advice on how to do the simple things, like cooking, laundry, or maintaining a car. Perspectives on other things that have been bothering you. There is so much people can help you to do, and it's all out there for free. You just have to ask. Here's another thing. When people start helping you, they will often give you support or inspiration or ideas in ways you never could have imagined. When you talk to people, surprising great things can happen. A big problem people commonly have is deciding who to talk to. Many people, like Gio, have lots of possible connections in their life, but they just don't know where to start. Begin by quietly scanning the possibilities. The obvious starting point is your relatives and extended family, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Then think about your friends and their families. How about people you knew when you were growing up or in school, like teachers, coaches, and advisors? People from your family's faith community can be super helpful. And of course, people you know from where you work or used to work, co-workers, bosses, business owners, and customers. All those regulars Gio serves at the bar could be amazing contacts. Your immediate friends might not have much to offer you, but their families probably do. Which of your friends have well-established older siblings or good parents or aunts and uncles? You don't know until you ask. When you think about it, you're just a couple conversations away from a crazy number of people who could be happy to talk to you. Go for people with experience and good jobs who have tons of knowledge to share and know lots of other good people. Someone 5 years older than you is good. Someone 20 years older than you is better. Sometimes the reason we're intimidated by a person is because deep down we really want to be like them. Try to look past the cringe and get to the possibilities. Okay, you get it. Here's what you should do. Get comfortable with the truth that you don't know everything, and it's okay. The whole point of school, apprenticeships, and internships is that people can gain the knowledge and skill they need to succeed. Part of that journey is being in situations where you feel dumb. Successful people are always out there connecting, learning, and growing. You want to seek out people who know more than you. Start by having conversations with people you trust and asking for help with little things. Keep the stakes very low and offer to do things for them. Take the time to sort out in writing exactly what kinds of things you'd like to get help with. Be expansive in your thinking and honest with yourself. What do you need help with? Use words like ideas on and how to. These things are much easier to process when you slow your thinking down and get it on paper. Then make a list of all the people you could talk to, all of the connections. Start matching the things you're seeking with the people you have access to. Keep thinking about and building these lists as you go. Prepare to speak from a place of earnest effort, ambition, and curiosity when you talk to people. Conversations like that feel like entrepreneurship, not neediness. The point is that you're working on things with intentionality. Expect good things from people. Rest comfortably in the truth that 98% of the people out there are nice and they want to be helpful. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and good days and bad days, so don't expect that reaching out will always have great or immediate results. Be prepared to let down the facade of capability on a topic-specific basis, asking questions or favors in a rational way. It's totally okay that you don't know everything. And asking for help doesn't mean you've dropped to the floor like a blubbering idiot. Practice working in simple sentences that introduce what you're looking for help with and what kinds of help you're looking for. Accept that you will likely encounter somewhere along the line people who are unavailable or dismissive or smug or make you feel small in some way, intentionally or not. Thank them for their time and turn the page with dignity. Be ready to hold open the possibility that they're just having a bad day and they could be very helpful to you at some other time. Know that it will be okay for you to be honest about your feelings. When you feel comfortable enough to talk about things like nervousness, uncertainty, or lack of confidence, people know it's not easy. Know going in that you're not obligated to do what anyone tells you to do. People are just telling you what they think. If someone presents an obviously good idea to you, take it at face value. But when someone recommends something that doesn't feel right, just take a pause and ask why they recommended that. The more times you ask why, the more you will learn, and you'll be better equipped to pick which things will be helpful to you. If something really doesn't feel right, just tell them you'll think about it, and then think about it later. Expect that people will bring you face to face with things you've been avoiding, and when they do that, they'll be doing you a favor. But consider that maybe these things wouldn't be so daunting if you knew how the hell to do them. A minute ago, we talked about the power of the word why. Now consider the power of the word how. How should I do that? How do people do that? How would you do it? Asking for help is very much about seeking the knowledge you need. One more piece of relevant and important advice on getting help. If you're uncomfortable with real-life human conversations, I respectfully tell you that you need to push through that. The ability to have effective in-person encounters is a mission-critical skill for life in the real world. Consider help-seeking to be a very important practice in that regard. I promise that you will get more comfortable and better at it with every outing. You can do this. Make a plan and start small, but then get out there and access all the good people and helpful connections you can find. It will take time and practice and a bit of courage, but if you stick with it, you will gain confidence and capability and get to know lots of smart, friendly people. And they will help you in amazing, lucky ways that never would have happened if you hadn't made the effort. This Lost in Place workshop episode was created and narrated by me, Marty O'Toole. I'm a semi-retired business guy turned life and career coach for people in their 20s. I work with young adults across the country who are having a hard time transitioning into adulthood, and I started this workshop series to help more people find their way. You can learn about my coaching practice in the link below. This video is illustrated by the artist Bardo. Mackenzie, aka Zen Kenzie, is our channel manager and program director. Colleen is our talented video producer. You might want to check out our video about how, when a person is struggling to find their way, they can have feelings of shame and guilt that cause them to do things that actually make their challenges even harder. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need it, and drop your thoughts or suggestions in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the next episode. Thanks.